Yeah, I think kids are excited. I mean, it's going down there. It's almost a home game, for Samford, and going down there on the road. And I think our guys are sick of hitting each other and are looking forward to the competition and see where this football team is. I think we've made some progress. We're like anybody at this time of year. There's some unknowns. Um, it's obviously like everybody early in the year, it's a work in progress, but um, kids are working hard. They're making progress each day, and we're looking forward to Saturday.
Well, what's been the biggest change that you've seen from this team, maybe from spring or from last year?
I just think the effort consistently, as far as going out there and their approach to practice, their approach to meetings. There's still mistakes going on, but the attention to detail is getting better, and um, it's it'll be fun to see how they react when the lights come on. Because there's always, we don't. I was just saying yesterday, I think on the radio last night, that we didn't have any preseason games. You don't. This will be the first time where, other than the scrimmages when they're going against the offense, that you really see how they're going to react when it's for real.
How much does the first game kind of set the tone for the season?
It gives you a starting point, is what it does. Um, you learn some things about your team, and I always say that you usually make your biggest jump between game one and game two. You want to play well in game one, but you'll learn some things. I mean, it'll be uh, we'll have a better idea where we are, and what we have to do. You continually learn more about your team, and especially when you get another opponent out there, and find out, okay, these are the things that we're doing well. These are things we got to get better at, and give you that starting point, and then you work from there. Whether we play great on Saturday or mediocre, or we don't play well, whatever. Um, you don't get too high, you don't get too low. You gotta look at it and sit there and understand there's a long haul ahead of us. Regardless of how well we play on Saturday, and you just stay with the process.
Have you, what's the process of your quarterback situation and maybe your kicking
I think they're
situation?
both playing well. Both quarterbacks are playing well. We'll see how we'll have a better idea here in a couple of days of exactly how we're gonna proceed for Saturday. But I'm happy with the quarterback position, and really we have three guys that are playing well. And Mark Wade's getting better, and um, I've said it, and I'll say it again. He's going to be a great player. I think down there, but it's probably moving a little bit quick for him right now to be able to handle the whole offense. But and everything we're trying to do. But he's, boy, for a young kid, he's really made some good progress, and we're excited about him. And I think Joe and Nate are both playing well.
What about kicking coaches, Coltman and
That'll be Colton Saturday. I mean, Grant he's been um, dealing with a kind of a nagging quad injury, so he hasn't been. I think he's only kicked about once in about the last 10 days. I think he'll be available as a backup on Saturday, hopefully, and um, but he just hasn't had as much live work as Colton, and um, but our message to him is, let's get you healthy, and then see where we go from there.
What about that left guard spot between Douglas and Z?
Um, is it the left guard?
That's what we got listed. So
Yeah, yeah. They're both playing well. They're both doing some good things, and I'm sure you'll see them both at some point. Not sure who we'll start with. They're both playing good football, and we're fairly deep inside. I like our group inside that they're playing well, and we're at the tackle position. We're still trying to develop our depth. Um, we have some we've kind of mix and match right there, but that's the case with most people. Um, those guys are coming. The guys that are the backup tackles right now, I think they're. Um, but if somebody went down at tackle, we might move an inside guy out there to start. But we're all you like. You're this time of year, you're always trying to develop your depth, and I think we're really deep inside, and we have good potential outside.
When it comes to the quarterback position, even if you don't want it to be public knowledge in the media or from a strategic standpoint, when do the quarterbacks need to know who it is, or do you want them both ready to play just like you want your opponent ready to prepare for both?
I don't treat the quarterback position really any different than any other position. Is every day you got to go out and earn it and compete hard, and competition's good for everybody. And um, I think that they have an idea how it's going to go. Um, but there's we gotta. I'm not going to sit there and lock that in yet until we know for sure. Until you have all the information in front of us, and then make the decision we feel gives us our best chance to execute. But I think they both earned the right to play. They both have played very well.
How big of an asset is it to have Kyle Higgins back in the secondary? It seems like the kid was pretty knowledgeable with the defense and can get guys lined up.
He's been around this system for now a number of years, and he's an invaluable guy. He's kind of brings a steadiness back there that um, a confidence, a communication that really helps our defense. And um, it's kind of like having another coach on the field. He's that um, he's pretty in tune to what's going on, and he's an easy guy to make adjustments with and that type of thing. So I'm excited to have Kyle back. I mean, it's been a long haul for him. I'm happy for him. He's excited to play.
Justice as well, making a big comeback.
Justice looks great. I mean, he's playing well, and on the D line, I love our D line. We're deep and pretty talented physical guys, and I like that group.
Has Samford changed much? I mean, I know they had this quarterback who,
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, they'll have a new quarterback. They played with I don't even know his name. The other kid for Hodge. Yeah, yeah. He was obviously a really good player, a 4-year starter, and but I'm sure they have another. I'm not sure who they're going to start. But they're gonna. I'm sure they're going to do somewhat. They're not going to go completely to a different offense, but I'm sure they'll tailor it to what that quarterback's strengths are, and we'll have to be ready to adjust. I'm not exactly sure about all their personnel and that type of thing, and what they're going to feature and what they're not going to feature. But he's had a lot of success offensively, so he's not going to recreate the wheel for one guy. But I'm sure they're very capable with that position.
well, going into the first game where you don't see, you don't know the personnel, it works both ways. I mean, is that first quarter kind of like an adjustment for both teams, or how do
Yeah, you got to be ready for anything, and yeah, I mean, at this time of year, I mean, really, that happens almost for the first couple games. You don't have a lot to go off of, and you got to be able to apply your roles and make adjustments on the run, and and it's every game's different, every opener is different. It can get a little hairy. I mean, more defensively probably than offensively. Offensively, you're just going to go run what you run, and yeah, you got to make adjustments according to what the defense is throwing at you, but um, defensively, you got to be ready for a lot of different
I
things.
mean, from a coaching standpoint, is this first game maybe the toughest to prepare for because you just can't go on anything based on this year?
Yeah, you have to, you got to look at a lot of film, and you got to, think ahead. Like if they do this, this is, we got to do this, and so you're preparing for a lot. You don't know exactly what you're going to see, and but that's okay. One thing about playing against our offense is we see a lot of different things. We see all the personnels. We see, um, I think having played against our offense for the last few weeks and through spring ball, it gives you a good base, and then you've got to be able to make your adjustments from there.
Talked about the kicking also moved
this year with Shore going? How's that competition going?
It's great. DeSalvo's is the starting punter, and he had a great camp, and I think he's a really talented kid. He's obviously a local kid, a Fitch kid who um, we're excited about him. He's a kid who we announced some of the scholarship kids, but it's just a matter of time here in the next couple months before Nick goes on scholarship. He's earned it, and I think he's gonna have a good year for us.
Saw that moment on social media where you announced some of the local kids, especially the local kids that are in scholarships. For you as a coach, how awesome of a moment is that for you? It doesn't happen all the time, but when you get an opportunity to do that, I would imagine it's pretty special for you.
Yeah, and a lot of times we try to help a lot of our as many walk-ons as we possibly can, and use our money to help as many kids as we possibly can. And a lot of times that doesn't get announced, if it happens mid-year or during a semester, and but I think it helps the kids in the program understand that if you work hard and you do things the right way, you're going to get rewarded for it. And our Ron and Coach President Tressel, our administration, they're all on board with that, and it makes it keeps them in it. They know they have an opportunity, and I think it promotes the what we have in the walk-on program. Getting kids who you're not just coming to be a scout team player. If you earn it and you're better than a scholarship player, you're going to play. And and that doesn't happen a lot of places. It just doesn't. And I came from that at Nebraska. Nebraska was the walk-on program was enormous for us. We wouldn't have won all the football games we won. Well, at least while I was there, if it wasn't for walk-ons stepping up year after year. Many of those guys, I mean, heck, a couple of them are in the NFL, and some of them were. Um, it can be a big part of your program if you approach it the right way.